All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're taking a look at the boy, the man, the kaiju himself, Cell Max, at 55%. This dude looks like he could be an absolute beast on the Movie Bosses team. Let's go ahead and let's check him out here at 55%. Righty. We've got LR Cell Max in the game now, jumping on the Movie Bosses team. Now, the Movie Boss team is already stacked. Already such a crazy dominant team right now that I don't think they really needed this dude to be added to it. But you know what? We love it anyway. So let's go and let's check this boy out. I do want to see, first off, let's look at his details here. So he's got the entrance animation we just saw. Right, so it's going to give him a permanent attack and defense up by 999%. Then, after every 2 turns, he's going to lose 111% of that attack and defense up to 444%. So he's going to be losing a lot as we kind of go through the fight. So he's going to be one of those characters that short form content's going to be very, very good. Longer form content, maybe not so much. Then we've got his basic effect here, raise key, additional key, +1 per key sphere obtained, and guard. So having the guard in there is great. The additional key is great. For 1 turn, he gets another 8 key, 70% damage reduction, 100% attack when attacking, and 100% defense when receiving an attack. So again, a little bit more defensive in his first turn. Then as we move into his second turn onward, when attacking, he gets key +3, attack up by 40% if HP is 20% or more, plus an additional key +3, attack by 40% if HP is 50% or more. Then another key +2, attack up by 20% if HP is 80% or more. So the more HP you do have, the stronger he's going to be. We also got it here for the defense, right? So when receiving an attack, he gets 50% defense, 40% damage reduction if you have 20% or more HP. Then you got 30% defense, 20% damage reduction at 50% HP, 20% defense, and 10% damage reduction at 80% HP. So again, the more HP you have, the more he's going to hit harder, the harder he's going to hit, and the more hits he can really take, which is going to be very good as like this starts to deplete, and we only get all this stuff here for 1 turn. So you kind of want to set him up, right? When activating his active skill or when attacking with 20 or more key, he gets a guaranteed crit and a guaranteed additional super. So that right there already is fantastic. Then as we keep going, this is his active skill. Can be activated when all allies are Movie Boss category characters, which we do have. As you can see, it is active right now. Or starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. What it's going to do is master attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, and create that domain, the new Veteran Army base, for 2 turns. Only 2 turns, which is a little unfortunate, but it does give Movie Bosses an incredible buff of attack up by 60%, which is wild. So you can be hitting very hard. Then you got his super attack effects. So on his 12 key, he's going to be greatly raising attack, raising defense for 1 turn. And then as you kind of move into his 18th key, he massively raise attack for 4 turns, cause mega colossal damage, right? So he's going to hit very hard. I think the more dupes you have of this character, the more probably powerful he's going to look. But for right now, running at 55%, I do want to see how he does without any of that there. So what we are going to do first is use the domain. There's no reason not to use it, right? Because we have it. We want him to get stronger. Gives him that guaranteed crit. Gives him that guaranteed additional. Gives the entire team that 60% attack buff. So we want to launch that thing, dude. Let's do it. So there's that guaranteed crit we got there. 34 million crit. Start a turn, man. Nothing's even happened yet. So that's already pretty good, I would say. All right. Now all of our guys have been boosted in their attack. Let's go ahead and let's do this. We'll move through. We'll see how powerful this guy can really be. Let's go ahead and grab those. And then we can do that. All right, let's see what we got here. Nice. Okay, yeah, tanks the normals really well. I kind of wish we got it supered right there in the beginning, just to kind of see how much he would tank a super on his first turn before attacking with the active up. But, I mean, I'm sure we'll get another look at it later. And there you go, man. He's going to guarantee crit as long as this is up right now, right? Once he does the active skill, or if he's attacking with 20 more ki, getting a guaranteed crit, a guaranteed super, with this guy is going to be very, very powerful. And it's going to make him look better for the rotation, right? Because he's getting that attack and defense boost off his 12 ki. So getting the additional super built in there is going to really help him out in survival, especially as the stats start going down, right? So one thing we want to make sure we're taking note of is our HP. We want to make sure that our HP does not get drastically low, right? That is going to be something that's going to make Cell Max a little bit more squishy and hit a little bit less, which is kind of unfortunate, honestly. But all that stuff takes effect on his next turn. All right, yeah, I'll say Cooler's about to get super here, but should be okay. Oh, yeah, dude, he's fine. Cooler's an animal. I was really hoping he would double super the physical or the STR Cooler, not this one. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens with this guy. But I mean, strong showing from Cell Max right there. Turn 1, 55%. Got the active up right away. Able to do his thing. I mean, he looks good, and he's already buffing the team, right? I think it's going to be one of the biggest things about him is that active skill, that domain that's going to be there for a couple turns that you're able to pop, you're able to use until, like, if you do have Turles on the team, right? You can kind of use this, stall out until you get Turles' domain active, get that thing rolling too. And I think this team is going to look incredibly tough. All right, Physical Cooler, are you good? I'd like to go to the next rotation. Yeah, you're good. All right, cool. All right, Metal Cooler Army on the team as well is a huge plus, right? They're going to be very powerful here on the team. Now, it is unfortunate that Cell Max is not on the Metal Cooler Army's team, right? Because if you were able to run double Metal Cooler Army, it'd be just insane. It would just be insane. But unfortunately, you're not able to do that yet. So let's go ahead. Let's put Cell Max up first in the first slot. Maybe we'll get supered here, kind of see how well he takes it. Again, this is a showcase. This is not a try to beat the event kind of deal. This is a let's see what this guy can do when put in certain situations. So with him being his first turn, this is where he's got like that extra damage reduction. This is where he's got his guard. This is where he's got that defense. So he's going to be strong this first turn because he's not getting those debuffs yet, right? So I want to see where he is. Let's do this. Then we'll go with the tech orbs for Metal Cooler Army. And then we'll go ahead and do that for Golden Frieza back there. Okay, he is getting supered. So let's see it. This is before attacking. Yeah, that's a pretty decently big hit for a character that's got like hard 70% damage reduction and a big stat boost right now. At 71 million though for an attack stat turn 1 is pretty crazy. His animations are really cool too, dude. I'll say that right now. His animations are amazing. And then and then takes double digits as we go. Okay. Yeah, so he's definitely not like a slot 1 demon like I was hoping he'd be. I was hoping he'd be like a really powerful slot 1 for this team, but I don't think that's what he's gonna be.
So Earth would be the planet that could bear the fruit of the tree.
And then we got Big Bad Turles here, ready to roll. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be the scary phase, right? Because now we are starting to deplete. Now, this is his second turn, so this is where a lot of this stuff is going to come to take effect here. And we'll actually pull it up here so we can see it a little bit better. This is where all of this is going to start mattering, right? So the HP is going to be a big factor. So if we look at it here, he no longer has his extra ki. That's why you can see his ki is completely dropped down. He doesn't have the 70% damage reduction, so you're gonna have to be very careful with that. And he doesn't have the 100% attack or 100% defense. So as we look into the second turn, which we are now on, his second turn, we got to look at the HP. So we're at 62%. We are only getting this right here for his attack. So he's getting 3 ki, another 3 ki, 40% attack, and another 40% attack. So he's getting 80% attack here and not the 100%, right? He's getting 6 ki, not the 8. Then as we go down here into the defense portion, we're going to look at this. So he's at 50% or more. So we're going to go here. He's going to get 50% defense. So what is this? 80% defense, 40. And where is it at? Yeah, he's getting 60% damage reduction. So he's dropped, right? In what he's getting. He's not getting as much defense. He's not getting as much attack. He does not have as much damage reduction. So he's going to be a little bit more squishy. And he lost a lot of ki. So getting this might be a little bit harder for him. So, I mean, that's just the risky run here with this guy, I guess. So let's see. What do we have for stat? Dude, Cooler is a menace. So, I mean, I guess like Cooler would be the most defensive, right? But what do we got in terms of your like damage reduction and stuff? You got the extra 10% for the first turn. You got 50 there. You got guard up. We don't have the domain up yet. So yeah, he's at 60% damage reduction and guard as well. So this is the scary part because this boss does crit. So it's either like we either A, make the right call here, or we just die. It's really all it is. So we might just have to do this, right? Which is a little unfortunate, a little scary. We're going to have to bank on Cooler dodging, because if we throw Cell Max up there and he gets crit supered, he's dead. Like, he's going to die. There is no shot that this dude survives right now. Yes, he still has a lot of that, like, attack and defense boost, but it's starting to deplete, right? So we've already lost 111% of that. So that's going to be kind of scary. Let's do this. And see, he's not even 18 ki. So now that ki becomes a factor. That's going to be another thing there. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of faults here with Cell Max. All right, the first attack was not a super. Thank gosh. Thank goodness. All right, now we kind of see how this rotation kind of plays out. Cell Max not getting his 18 ki does hurt him a little bit, right? Because on his 18 ki, we're going to see him get that 4-turn attack buff. Though without him getting that, his attack set's going to start to look a little bit more lackluster than what it should. Which is kind of unfortunate too. I will see. I mean, we're going to go in the next rotation. If we survive this rotation, we'll go in the next rotation. We'll have the other Cell Max that we can pop his domain. That way we can get that buff back up. 60% attack buff for the entire team, which is definitely going to help out. A little unfortunate they don't get defense. It doesn't get defense too. And he dodged us. Okay. That's a little rude. Oh, yeah, dude. He takes hits. He's probably still dead. He's still dead, isn't he? Yeah. Cell Max, what are you doing, brother? All right, let's try this one more time. So we're going to run through this again. What we will do is, again, use that active. Go ahead and get that boost for the team for the 2 turns. Float Turlisks, and I think by the time he comes back, we should be okay. And again, I mean, I'm going to run Selmax up front. This boy needs to get some redemption here. Let's do this, because that'll give you 20 key. Then I would like to do this. And we can grab that. All right, let's try this out. So now getting the STR orb with Metal Cooler will help him out a little bit more, right? Yeah, still takes big hits, man. Okay. So yeah, so he's not a slot 1 character either. And honestly, like, AoEs will probably eat this guy alive. Right? I mean, he gets AoE supered or something like that, and he's probably going to get absolutely just mollywopped. He does hit very hard in the beginning, though. Which I could imagine, like, with more dupes in this guy, you know, boosting his defense, boosting up his attack a lot more. I could see him performing very, very well, like, to be honest. But at 55%, I mean, he's still good. He's still fine. It's just some of the events right now, some of the meta right now is very difficult, very tough, right? And built around, like, just absolutely messing you up if you don't have the right rotation or if you don't have the right kind of unit set up or, like, whatever. And I think Cell Max feels that, which, again, is such an odd thing. So to get Beast Gohan, who is not really like a defensive demon, who has a lot of the counters, who is very good, you know, get a lot of scrutiny. And then now we've got Cell Max here, who I think is going to feel a lot of that same pressure, which is not great. Now, I mean, again, I'm gonna keep him in slot 1. I want to see, like, what he does. He needs to do something. He needs to show me that he wants to be here on this team. He needs to show me that he wants to be here on the team. Let's go and let's do this. We'll heal up just a little bit there. Because then, yeah, because as we go into the next rotation, our HP is going to be dropped down quite a bit. And yeah, dude, he just took monstrous hits. Absolutely monstrous hits from the super. Yeah, I don't know how high I am on Cell Max right now. I mean, I'm gonna have to try him out on a few teams, try him out a few different events. This is just one event, so there is that, right? Take that with a grain of salt. It's only one event here. We'll run him in one more and see if maybe he can redeem himself a little bit for us. But yeah, some of these, I don't know. I'm really trying to just like think right now about him and what he needs. He just needs to be better defensively, which is crazy to me. Like the attack and defense stat in the beginning is so high. The 70% damage reduction to the guard, yet he still gets like absolutely hit like very hard in the very beginning. Again, it's a hard hitting event. I get it. So that could just be why. Maybe he's just not built, and he's not built to be that slot 1. I guess he's just not. You should be fine, right? So you supered a lot? No, you're not. Okay. Well, we're going to jump into that other event now. We're going to see what happens. All right. So we are in the Goku event here. Let's, or the Super Saiyan 3 Goku event. So let's see what we can make happen here. Let's keep Cell Max there in slot 2. Let's run him a little bit differently. Let's see if maybe what we were doing was just like maybe not really what he wanted, right? So let's do his active. So we'll go ahead and just still pop this, just because I would like to get that boost for the team going here. Just to maybe run through it a little bit faster. Float Turles there. That way, hopefully by the time he comes back, we'll be good. Let's do this. And let's do that. Nice. Okay, now as we're running Cell Max, not in slot 1, maybe more so where he wants to be now, maybe we'll see some improvements. So let's go ahead and let's see what this boy's looking like here on this team, not putting those in those sticky situations, right? Again, though, like I figured at least turn 1, I figured he'd be like a slot 1 demon. And again, maybe it was just the event that he was in. I mean, the hits he's taken from those supers right off, you know, 200, 300,000 would probably kill most characters anyway, right? So it may not just be him. It may just be like, it was just the event, like starting event. It's just what it is. Yeah, dude, I can't get over how good his animations look though, too. And his OST is so cool, too. Nice. I mean, he does good damage. He does very good damage to begin with. I was kind of hoping Turles would just finish him off there. All right, so let's do this. Now, we will have Cell Max in slot 1 here. Just because I feel like we need to. So let's do this. Let's go here. And then again, as we leave this turn, we want to have as much HP as possible because we're going to go into turn 2 for the other Cell Max. And of course, he gets super right away. So let's see it. Yeah, double digits, okay. I mean, again, this event, stage 1, phase 1, not crazy. So maybe, dude, maybe it was just like that event just hits really hard. Okay, so the domain, does kind of sting. The domain really only lasts like 2 turns. Okay, now we're going to play it a little bit smarter here. As much as I would like to keep Cell Max around, it's probably not the best idea, right? We can do, well, let's see. So he is going to have all his buffs, right? From the HP. So, no, you know what? We will float him. We will float him. We'll see what happens here. So let's do this. I want that. I want to do this. And I want Cell Max to at least get that 20 key. That way he gets the guaranteed crit. He gets the guaranteed additional. Oh, yeah, we're taking big hits. We are at type disadvantage. Metal Chlorine might actually be dead. That's actually probably death, right? Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, that was just bad play. Okay, now this time around, there's no attacks up front. So what we're going to do is actually do this. I want... And of course, we can't get him to his... That's going to be another issue, is his key, I think, is going to be a big factor there. Trying to get him to that 20 key to make sure he's getting that guaranteed crit is going to be a little more iffy. Yeah, that is a little unfortunate, right? We can't quite get him there. So what if we... Would this drop the key sphere that I'm hoping it would? It does. Okay, so maybe that'll be enough. It's still not. Wow, that's crazy. All right, well, I guess we're just doing that. And then we'll do that with Turles. So at least we pick up the AGL key sphere with Metal Cooler, so he'll have better dodge chance, right? All right, what I do want to see is Cell Max against this guy here. Again, he's not going to have 18 key, or 20 key So he's not going to guarantee crit. He's not going to guarantee additional, which does hurt because he doesn't get defense on his 18, only on his 12. So without that additional, he's not getting that defense for the turn, which in turn will hurt him quite a bit more. But we'll see what we can make happen here. Oh, dude, yeah, he's still getting hit hard. Dude, dodge, please. For the love of it. Thank you. And we did drop... I wonder if that HP thing... Because looking at his attack stat... Oh, dude, yeah, it's just a normal knocks him out. Yeah, dude, I don't... I'm not super high on Cell. I don't know if we're just getting unlucky or if Cellmax just like needs a little bit more. All right, so we did actually make it to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we're going to take a look at this part right here. Now we can actually get Turtles' domain up. So this is going to be Cellmax's 5th turn, right? So he has lost some considerable like stats right now. And we are just below that 80% threshold, which is a little unfortunate. But what we can do is, I think what we're going to do is this. So we'll target Mechanic back to Frieza. Now we will, let's have Turles go first. We'll do this. Then we're going to have Cellmax get those, and he is going to get his 20 key, which is good. And then for Frieza, I mean, you're not going to be able to get a bunch of extra key here to go like Gogeta and be able to dodge everything. So we're going to keep Frieza out, and we're just going to go like this. All right, let's see what we can make happen here on this turn with these guys. And I mean, honestly, like Cellmax isn't bad. So I know I was kind of on the fence with him a little bit here. He's not bad. You just need like, he just needs a little bit of help here and there, right? So I mean, he's not going to come out and be like an absolute dominant force like we'd like to see, at least not at 55%. Maybe more dupes he'd look a little bit different, but at 55% he's not going to be like that crazy force. I think this dude's going to want dodge, which is so crazy to say for a Cellmax unit. I would think like you just give him a bunch of attack stats and let him just run rampant, right? But like, he's probably going to want a bunch of dodge. Like, this guy's not going to be one to get hit very often. And then, yeah, and then his attack stats here, nothing too crazy. So, yeah, I mean, he is good. I do like the unit. I think he's fun. He's different. You know, he is what he is. It's just not, I guess, what a lot of us were hoping for in a new Cellmax, if that really makes sense. And of course, Goku dodged that attack right there. But yeah, I mean, again, he's dodging. Oh, he dodged all of Frieza's juiced up attacks. That's beautiful. But yeah, Cellmax is what he is, man. He's a very good character. I think he's very fun. He's just, I don't know, man. I just feel like he just needs a little bit more something, whether it's to be more defensive, to be more of that slot one wall, or whether to be just more of a juggernaut. Like, if you're going to make this dude like glass cannony, you need to make him actually hit super hard, right? So him losing like all his stats as he kind of keeps going, I think is what kind of hurts him a lot more too. As the fight goes on, he gets worse and worse and worse, and he's gonna get you caught somewhere. But at the very beginning of a fight, he can be very powerful, but he's still not powerful enough to really put in as that slot one style character, unless maybe you give him some more defense or you give him more chances to dodge or what have you. But I don't know. I mean, Cellmax I think is fine. 55%, I think he's fine. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. I will just say that. All right, so here I think we're kind of finishing it off. I don't know if Cellmax is really gonna get a chance to go again, so we're gonna drop Cooler's active. We're gonna let this team kind of run at the end, and then I will give my final thoughts here as this kind of ends. And I know it's not his showcase, but it's always fun.
I'm not short-sighted like my brother. I will be sure to exterminate every last one of you. Say goodbye.
All right, guys, so that was our first look and our showcase of Cell Max at 55%. Now, started off a little rocky in the beginning, kind of picked up a little bit more at the end, right? We were able to kind of get that done, get that event cleared with this team, with him as the leader. I just feel like he needs a little bit more, right? I think he needs, you're going to want to build this guy with a lot of dodge. You're not going to worry about crit because he's going to have the guaranteed crit as long as he gets his key. You give him a lot of defense, give him a lot of attack, give him a lot of additionals to kind of really help him out there. But yeah, I mean, he's not the demon that I expected him to be, which is unfortunate, but not every character is going to be the new best character in the game. So taking it with a great assault, maybe with more dupes in him, he'd be better. But at 55%, I'd say he's just fine. I figure he slots in well with the movie boss's team. He leads it well. His domain is incredible, but he is more of that like short form content kind of character where the longer you take him in a fight, the worse off he's going to be because he's losing his stats. He's kind of hurting himself there. He's very dependent on the amount of HP that you have, which farther into fights could be a lot less. And then just like, yeah, I mean, it's really all there is to say about him. I think he's fine. I think he's a good character. I think he slots in well for his team. He does what he does for his team is very good. I just kind of wish they would have given him a little bit more, even though I don't really know what that little bit more is. I mean, I don't know whether it's just not losing the attack and defense. I don't know whether it's keeping the damage reduction, maybe having a little bit more damage reduction, maybe hitting a little bit harder. But I mean, again, it is just 55%. So either way, I still think he's a good unit. I still think he's very fun. And these animations, his OST, all that stuff is very good. So nevertheless, I'm happy he's here and I'm happy we got him. Happy we got to use him, try him out, and do all that stuff. So if you guys stuck around to this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the new LR Cell Max. Does he live up to your expectations? Does he fall short of them? What kind of teams you guys running him on? Unfortunately, you can't really run him on Metal Cooler Army's team. You could run him as a leader and then have Metal Cooler Army as a friend leader. That way you still have two of them. Probably the better way to do it as opposed to just running double Cell Max. But that's just another kind of option there. And yeah, that's going to do it for the video. So drop all your guys' thoughts down below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.